Another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching The Vampire Diaries. This is episode 9 of season 8. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series so far. Now, last episode, yeah, it was interesting. It's pretty much split into 3 parts in my opinion. So we had like the part 1 at the start. It was Sybil. It was her return, you know, because the episode before we see Damon kill her. I thought she was gone, but no, looks like she's still alive. I'm assuming that because obviously she is, you know, a worker for Cade and they cannot die. That is the reason. Now, obviously, it makes sense that we've been told we see you kind of get killed before with the neck snap, but I've never actually physically ever seen anybody heart ripped out and then come back, organs grow. Do you know what I mean? So, I've had it mentioned in the originals before, and I've always thought it'd be interesting to see it happen. And obviously, we didn't physically see the organ grow back, but we did get the idea that she can't die. She's pretty much immortal. Well, she is immortal, isn't she? But, so that was like her start, because she returned, she was compelled to class, she was a teacher, Caroline was there, she ordered her to do a fake assignment for her works, made her stay, and threatened her with the kids. So that was that section. Then we had the middle section, which was all about Damon and Stefan, and how they're advancing, you know, like throughout their time of being, well, pretty much like detransitioning from their normal human life into servants for Cade. And then obviously we had Stefan trying to get one of these doctors who's a good person, you know, on the face of it. She's a doctor, she's helping people, she's kind, she's and when she was faced with some sticky situations as well that Stefan was kind of putting her under, she was always taking the high ground, the right ground, until he got inside her head, messed with it, and then she started to do bad things. And then obviously we had the very ending, which was pretty much we was finding more information about this Belle, and Stefan obviously turning into the Ripper, because he was telling Damon, you know, you've changed, you know, ever since you found this necklace, you know, you turned your humanity on, I could see it flickering through, you still care for Elena. And Damon was like, no I don't, threw it out the window. And obviously Stefan's like buzzing about that, and then he took a little time off from work, that's what he was saying. And while he was doing that, Damon was like, boom mate, I need to find this necklace. You know, he's definitely not over Elena. He's gone to find that and left Stefan on his own. He's gone back to the hospital, I think it was, sat down, literally killed everybody in there, or in that section, in that ward. And not just like at the start of the episode, you know, when we seen him attack somebody, he was just biting the neck and he wasn't even letting the blood drip. He was trying to express to Damon, he was like, look mate, yeah, okay, that person, we come for Cade, but the rest, these are mine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to enjoy it, but I'm not going to be like the last one, Damon. That's why it's called the past. I'm going to, you know, improve and we're going forward. We're not going to let the blood drip. I'm going to do it like collected, you know, calmly. I'm going to make sure I do it right. No heads will fall. Well, that totally went out the window, didn't it? Left field, mate. At the very end, heads were falling, there was rolling, there was blood everywhere, he couldn't control himself, he killed everyone, his eyes was all red, he looked sick. I absolutely love it when Stefan looks like that. And I'm really excited to obviously see how we go, because in the episode, yeah, he to try and get one of these good people, because I'm still referencing what Cade said to Stefan when he was trying to tell Stefan that he was a bad person, and Stefan was like, no, I'm not a bad person. And then he was saying, you know what, you're probably not a bad person, you're a good person that's got the ability to turn bad, and that is the type of people that I want. And that's who Stefan's trying to recruit. Yeah, obviously Damon's still going after the bad guys, but Stefan's trying to find these good ones, the good souls willing to do bad things. And that was with the doctor. He put her in a situation where, you know, he was saying, he read the files, he read a history, and he was like, look, Damon, he was the one that killed your parents, you know, how do you feel about that? And they started telling her loads of different stuff, and then he compelled her to see what she would do. And I thought she was going to take the high ground, I thought she was going to do the right thing, because she did ask Stefan to leave the room. He was like, look, you can kill him, yeah, I'm not going to say out, you know, your choice, or you can make a different one. And she was like, yeah, I think you need to leave. And I was like, get in there, mate, at least you picked the right decision. And I'd not even mentioned, she looked like Elena as well, not like hardcore, but, you know, a quick resemblance. If you look across and back and you think, oh, she looks like Nina Dobrev, do you know what I mean? So like, that was interesting. And then when she shut the door, she turned around, she was like to Damon, nah mate, I'm killing you. Do you know what I mean? She went over, injected his like, well, I was going to say like these bags of, I don't even know what, medicine bags, but it was full of her veins. Stefan was making him weak, wasn't he? And obviously she killed him. And then at the very end, obviously when she left work, Stefan was like, it was a test, you failed, whatever made it all up, how are you going to feel now, mate? Do you know what I mean? She was like, nah, you can't do that, that's sick. Damon turned up, was like, sorry, you failed it as well, even though Damon wasn't part of it. And then obviously they ended up killing her. Well, Damon ended up killing her as well to show Stefan that he is kind of still on the side and the mission, and he's still okay with going after the task that Cade has set them. But Damon has got his humanity back on. Well, I don't know if he's got it on or if this necklace just gives him glimpses and like he's helping him. But he's definitely not as bad as Stefan. He is thinking a bit logically, which is good. And I'm intrigued as well with what is going on with this Belle. It turns out that the person that locked the sirens in the armoury back in the day was a descendant of Matt. He was one of Matt's family members. He was the one that locked him in. Apparently, they're more of a founding family than the founding families. They was here first, but then obviously to try and pay the town debt or to whatever's, like they got in a load of debt, they had to sell off all the real estate and stuff. They didn't really have nothing, and then to get back at, well, Matt's dad was pretty much saying to get back at everybody there and the founding members who coming over and like pretty much disrespecting their family, they stole the bell or whatever you want to call it, you know, like they usually do on the parade or whatever. And he said he launched it off Enquiry Bridge, and that's what Sybil has been trying to get. She said she's had divers in there for ages and she can't find it, and she's tasked Caroline to get it, otherwise she's going to kill the school kids that obviously she's now taking charge of. But I'm interested because the guy who works for Rick, George's friend, he's figured out that I always forget what this is called. I always call it trident. It's not even that. What is it? The tuning fork, yeah, get in there, and the bell and the little ball thing that Damon found. If you put them all together, it's literally a bell with the thing that knocks it in the inside. And I think it's going to cause some massive shockwave across me and cause absolutely chaos. So I'm intrigued why Sybil wants it. We've not really seen the bell yet. It was put in Caroline's possession, I think. And then obviously this guy's got, Damon's got one of them, but Sybil doesn't know that. And then this guy has obviously got the tuning fork. So I'm excited to see how we play that out. And I still want the kids, Liz and what is it as well, Joe, to play a factor in it as well with Celine. So I can't wait to jump into today's episode. If you guys enjoy it, please smash like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode. Right, so here we are, the start of episode 9. What is the title called? The Simple Intimacy of the Near Touch. I do not have a clue who said that. I actually don't know. That is total guess. I'm going to say Bonnie. I would never get that right.
What do you do? Speeding?
Speeding deserves to die.
You can't tell me Cade gets out of bed for a midlife crisis on a motorcycle. Salvatore Brothers World Tour.
Now I need to ask you a favor. Do you still have that iron bowl that you scooped up off Peter Maxwell? Drive to Mystic Falls and deliver me that bowl.
I'm on my way.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
No, every time I try and tell her no, my mouth says yes.
Fair.
You want to know why you're so distracted, Damon? It's because that woman is still in your head. And we are going to burn her to the ground.
That's how she dies.
Bonjour.
Oh, bonjour.
So beautiful. It's filled with blood. Benzos. A mere symbol of an eternity with you, love.
Hey, that was good.
What do you want?
The artifact that she's trying to assemble has the power to kill her. I already stole the biggest part.
Did you want to congrats in person?
Trying to make amends, I could have just as easily called Damon. He has the third piece of the bell.
I'm just having a hard time taking you seriously because of everything you've done.
Where are you going?
Oh, she got somewhere to be.
Those of us who haven't burnt every single bridge we've ever crossed have obligations.
Right, did she just say, right, that's a weapon that can kill Sybil, yeah? But then, does Sybil want it kind of like Klaus does with the White Oak Stakes so that it can't be used against him, yeah? Or does she want to kill herself? Because if she wants to kill herself, then I'd just let her have it. Do you know what I'm saying? And second, yeah, when this woman talks, I always feel like she's looking through everybody. Like she's staring at a blank wall or a ghost or something. Like literally every time she's just, eyes are full on balls and she's just staring like this when she's talking. It's mad, literally. And third, that necklace is absolutely massive on Bonnie's neck. It's so big. Big massive circle there with his blood in. And if she's walking and it's rattling around as well, not even full to the top, that'd annoy me. And let's go for the fourth, yeah. I've always thought this about Bonnie, actually, since she lost her powers. What's going to happen? Because if she wants to be with Enzo, then she's going to die. And she's not supernatural. She's nothing. She's not a witch. She's a bog standard human. Will she want to transition? Because if she does, it goes against everything that she wanted or whatever in the previous season. So, because when she hated the vampires, this is when she was going all at it. And that was like season 1 and 2. And she's fully adapted now. Transition changed. She's all for it. She loves it. Vampire boyfriend. All the friends are vampires. So you might as well join them, mate. Then she joins him. What happens to Elena? So many questions. Oh, but I wonder if she takes the blood, dies, Elena wakes, Bonnie wakes as a vampire. I should be writing this show, mate. That is a sick idea.
Tell me you still have the tuning fork.
It's called the Staff of Arcadius.
That's yes and nourish.
Oh, yeah.
Celine just tried to call a truce with us to put together the bell. If she's still in town, it means she must have hidden the bell close by. Once the dance is underway, we can get out of here and find that striker. What are you even doing here? I invited them. As long as I get what I want, I'll make sure they behave.
They all look so good. They literally, like me, stick a dress and a suit on. They all look fucking well good.
Keep it up, and we'll call your names in a few minutes.
You'll never beat their dance. It's probably one of the best, yeah. It's one of the best moments in the actual whole show.
No, you're here to give me that lovely old Maxwell striker.
No.
I think you meant to say yes, Sybil.
Fighting.
I don't know what's glitching here in your subconscious, but you need to get a grip.
Get in there,
How did
Damon.
you do that?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
This is the new you.
As if you volunteering at this thing isn't a sad attempt to relive your glory days.
The year I won Miss Mystic Falls, you spent the day in the woods, trying not to kill Amber Bradley.
I have no idea why that was such a dilemma.
Easy, love. Leave the fisticuffs to the immortals.
We've been together almost 3 years, and never once have you played the immortal card on me. Can't imagine life without you, and I can't imagine losing you either. I cannot become a vampire, and so can't do it, even if I wanted to.
That's interesting because she countered what I've just said before. Now, I still think mine was a great plan, and I'm still going to applaud myself for actually thinking of it, you know, on the spot, literally. And I think that it would work. I know she just said, Kai said no loopholes, but sack Kai, mate. Literally, sack him. He was actually really powerful. Like, I actually loved him. The death that he'd done to Joe was absolutely savage, and the guy was a king of cloaking. Now, obviously, he's put Elena down, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Bonnie's been everything, hasn't she? She's been a witch, she's been a human. She's been the anchor. She's been the huntress. Just give her the vampire, man. Just tick the final box. Why not, eh? Literally, just do it.
Don't move, don't speak.
I killed your friend.
Okay, then you know why I'm here.
Keep it short and sweet, and we can all get out of here. If you haven't given her that bell striker yet, I need it. It's part of a weapon that can kill sirens.
Absolutely not. I don't want Sybil dead until she fixes what's going on inside of my head. Why did you give me
It
this?
was Elena's.
Yeah, I know that.
I don't know what it was, but
Did something to guarantee that all my feelings for Elena went away.
Being here and feeling what you're feeling proves that a love that deep and real can win over anything.
He's ripping again, Caroline. And this time it's guilt-free.
Fight for her, or spend the rest of eternity trying to figure out what happened to the best part of you. Are you Stefan Salvatore?
So what if I am?
Oh. In front of everyone.
I can find my own meals, thank you very much.
Clearly, given the stench of blood on you. Your brother's been resisting my influence. I don't know how, but if Damon's faltering on the job, don't blame me. Blame
Elena. In his mind, this place, this event, was the beginning of their vomit-inducing love story. We remind Damon of what really happened at Miss Mystic Falls.
What really happens at Miss Mystic Falls? You know, I definitely can't remember. The only thing I can think is Damon standing at the bottom of the stairs looking at Elena when she's walking down. He walks all the way down and he takes her out and then he stand there and they do the dance and I'm like, get in there, mate. That is literally when it started. That is literally the... I remember the other time, did he kill someone in the bathroom or something? Was it Stefan? I don't really care about that time because I'm literally focusing on the best time and that was literally one of the best episodes.
Police, open up.
Checking on a friend's house. This whole thing's a big misunderstanding.
What were you looking for anyway?
This is gonna sound crazy, but, a bell.
Tell me if anyone asked about a bell, then I need it.
Fighting Sybil is keeping you from being the brother that I want. You know, when we set out on the road together, I really thought it would make us brothers again.
It's not my fault you fell off the wagon.
But you could have helped me in my time of need. calling for Elena as she walked down those stairs. Elena never would have looked at you twice if I'd been there that day.
I don't care about Elena.
Then why are you still holding on to this?
Oh.
I'm not losing you to Sybil's sabotage.
Go, Caroline. Hey, get them dancing together.
Your lizard brain is trying to remind you of the truth. I've never seen a war between the conscious and subconscious before.
It was a stupid pageant supposed to remind me of feelings attached to something I haven't even forgotten.
If Elena Gilbert weren't tied to you,
Would I become a vampire?
purely theoretical, of course.
I've watched Damon and Stefan struggle with it for so long.
What changed?
Fell in love with a vampire that makes me feel alive.
Fucking well good.
The striker is the final piece to the weapon.
Ma'am?
Becoming a vampire just meant that you and I would be together. Yes, I would turn for you. I can't wear this if it's a promise of anything more than my love for you.
When this is over, Damon, you are gonna thank me for sparing you so much pain.
I'm not afraid to face my humanity.
Your humanity is gonna flood back. You'll be consumed with guilt, selling your brother's soul to Cade. And if you're really honest, for stealing his girl, give in and give me what I want.
I had the striker upstairs.
I'm interested. I am. I don't know if he's playing her now. I feel like he's playing her. Now, I do like how they transition between the scenes then. I do like what Bonnie was saying to Enzo. But then I don't know if I read it wrong. Right. Did she say, yeah, I would? You know, if I would turn to be a vampire if it meant we could live forever. But I just don't want to wear this around my neck because my love should be enough. And then if it could happen that I become a vampire, then I wouldn't be against it. But I don't want to have this dangling in front of me as like a will you. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I would do it, but not no forced, and it's when the time's right. And I don't want it dangling in my face as a constant reminder. I think that's what she said. Might have got it wrong. It happened dead quick actually. I was trying to focus on everything. So we didn't even see Caroline and Stefan dance really much either. I would have loved to see them do it, like especially with Stefan the way he is now. Because they're kind of like disliking each other. Do you know what I mean? Like obviously Stefan's being an asshole and she's like being, well, just being an angry girlfriend, so to speak. I don't blame her. So I mean, I do like that. Now, obviously, Sybil's just got inside Damon's head, but I'm praying, man. I'm absolutely praying that he's going against her because I've just literally recently rewatched before actually the episode where Caroline's mum died, and Damon was such a different character, like 100% full circle different character in that episode. He was like caring for her, he was doing everything for her, he was so nice to Caroline. Stefan as well, that's when they first kissed. It's just like, what an episode. Everyone was just totally different. So if you could pick them up in a claw machine and drop them down, they'd literally land in two different universes. That's what I feel like it is. It's mad.
You're helping us assemble a weapon that can kill a siren. So either you're very trusting or you're very manipulative.
That's smart for
They're
me.
inching up to a lark on the smarty pants. Once the bell is assembled, there's only one family who can ring it.
Mate, that's a massive key information, that Matt has to ring it.
This year's pageant will have to be cut short due to a gas leak. Thank you all for coming.
I told you have to stay.
The honorary
Sybil.
judge, Stefan Salvatore.
When you were mucking about in my subconscious, did you ever take the time to understand Elena? The more you try and push her out, the more I understand she's never going away.
How big's your spell? I pictured an absolute massive one, but I'm assuming it's small.
Donovan, you don't have to listen to that voice inside your head that's telling you to protect that thing. Radio your guys and tell them to get as far away from here as possible so I can steal that thing.
I just wanted to let you know that I'm hitting the road. I finally admitted to myself that I'm never gonna have the brother that I want. There's just too much history.
What are you talking about? Now you have a problem with Elena? Who's not even here?
Oh, yes, she is. She's in your head.
Choosing her over your own brother?
No, I'm choosing myself over everyone else. I was made for Cade's work.
I knew he was taking that ball.
See, we're down to our finalists. I know you're not gonna want to see this.
You let them go.
Why? You knew all along I'd have to kill people for Cade. Vampirism is a one-way path to hell.
Oh, mate. Imagine if he just goes around and absolutely just transitions pure people. Just literally loads of people everywhere. Turns the whole of Mystic Fall into vampires. And then they're free to do bad things. You just do a bad thing, boom, mate. You're a good soul. Transition. do bad things, you're a bad soul. Cade's going to be loving it. He's going to be like, come to me, baby. Do you know what I mean? Literally, Stefan's doing the dirty work. So it's interesting. I do like that conversation. I thought it was quite funny how he said to Damon, and Damon was like, you know, like, you're doing this and now you're ditching me. And what I find actually interesting is we've watched like 8 seasons of them missing the heart every single time somebody gets stabbed. Everyone misses it. And then as soon as you become fully immortal, yeah, you get stabbed in the heart every time. Do you know what I mean?
And so Caroline needs me.
Oh, he's too scared for her.
She's not worried about you in the crossfire.
This isn't you. You trust me. You listen to me.
Because you gave me the damn necklace back, which was only ever meant to save you when I can't.
And I do listen to you. I also listen to the world around you.
When did you become such a sap?
I fell in love with a human who makes me feel alive.
I absolutely loved it. He's together with me.
So, unless you want to call the whole thing off, blood is on your hands too.
You see what I mean, right? For the whole 8 seasons, we've never hit the right place. And now, it's just like, boom, 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 every single time.
Did I win? Well, the judge did pick you.
I remember everything. You're a vampire.
And now, so are you. I know it sounds bad, but you're alive.
Kill me.
That's
Send me
mad.
to a better place.
Life doesn't have to stop after you die.
I have to drink blood.
I can help you.
What I thought was interesting about that is, I always think it, right, when they're transitioning, yeah, why don't they actually get some people's blood? Like, they can compel someone to give me a little bit. You don't have to kill the person. When the show was first introduced, it was killing someone every single time they was transitioning. And then the more we've progressed, it's just tasting the blood. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, I would have thought that if she knew they was, you know, she was going to transition, she would have just took somebody's blood out of there, because where's that girl? Realistically, right, right now, I have to go and drink someone's blood, what am I going to do? Like, am I going to just walk up to, like, a family member? Yeah, can I just taste some of your blood? You know, like, what are you going to do? Where are you going to go? Like, where would you literally go without actually causing physical harm to somebody? Like, where could you get it from? Yeah, you can say, oh, hospital, what, you're going to walk around, like, lick all the doors or something? Do you know what I mean? It's well random. Like, and so it's just interesting. I would have definitely took a bit off those people.
Stop right there. Whoa, easy, easy. Hey, it's okay. I'm not siren. I'm not siren. You're gonna want to hear what she has to say.
Thought you'd have run for the hills by now.
We're in this together.
Oh, she'll be a
For the next year, we do what we have to do to get you out of your deal with Cade.
I'm in this until I decide that I'm done. Cade was right. This is fun.
We were supposed to spend our lives together. One day, you're going to wake up and realize you don't even remember what happiness is. So then just stay away from me.
It was wrong of me to give you back the necklace.
Summer really is just a symbol.
It's massive, that, though. Like, I wish it was smaller.
I never knew what it was like to want to be with someone forever.
I understand.
Now forever is just gonna have to be 60 to 70 years.
70 years with the right person can be forever. It's the after part I'm worried about. What will I ever do without you?
What if it wasn't just my forever?
Don't even say you're going to kill yourself. Suicide
What
pact.
if it could be ours?
People could say, oh, it's good, it's so cute, you know, they're finishing it together. You don't kill yourself for someone else. I just don't understand it. Like, you acknowledge the love that you had and you cherish it, and you don't move on, yeah? You just deal with it. You reminisce, you remember all the good times you had. You don't kill yourself. You've got a life still, you know, you can live. Like, don't kill yourself. And that's just how I feel with it. Every time someone says they're going to kill themselves for somebody else, I just don't like it. That might just be me morally. It's nothing to even do with the Vampire Diaries or the Cure or anything. I just don't like it. Like, killing yourself to be with someone else. I mean, I'm literally just about to counter what I've just said. If they know they're going to be alive on the other side together, factually, as ghosts or whatever's, then okay, it might be different. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but if not, then I don't like it.
How's Cade? Any words of wisdom for his disgraced ex-hero?
So this is Damon's big revenge.
Oh, maybe I'll just get in your head. Make your life a living hell. Now, anyone who loved you had to be siren to do so. I mean, except your sister. But now even your sibling doesn't want anything to do with you. Nothing but a spiteful, insecure, unlovable little girl. What's my prize? Guess I'll take a few centuries of torture.
I'll put your precious humanity back.
All of it.
Your humanity is gonna flood back.
Damon, he's your friend.
Oh, I have to say, that, to be honest, most of that stuff, killing the innocent people and whatnot, yeah, it's brutal, but I actually don't... If I'm being logical and assessing Damon from what we've seen him throughout the shows, like throughout the show, none of that stuff really he should actually care about. Only the Tyler. That could be a big one. And obviously he went after Enzo, but he didn't kill him, so then that again to me is not that bad. Now she thinks that he's going to self-destruct with his own humanity feelings, but looking at it, he's done most of the stuff that he's done with it off. Okay, yeah, he's done bad stuff, but I've seen it all before with a vampire, with him deciding to do that stuff himself. Like, literally, most of the stuff I've seen him do willingly to everybody. So, the only thing is the Tyler one in me that could get him, because he knows it. They was friends, and he definitely wouldn't have wanted to do that, and he couldn't control it. And maybe as well the fact that he's made Rick and his relationship destroyed, and obviously they got them attacking each other. But yeah, I'm interested to see how that goes, because Caroline's just obviously, she kind of said to Stefan, you know, we'll team up for a year, but we'll do it a strategic way. Stefan's like, no, I'll get out whenever I want to get out. You know, it's only been like, what, 2 weeks? Cade said, mate, after a year, I'll take this deal, mate. Because I know it's lasting a lifetime. You think it's lasting 1 year? No chance, mate. It's lasting forever. You're going to start, you're not going to want to stop. It's already started, hasn't it? Literally, he's been doing it for like a couple of days. Guy's loving it. He wants to go out on his own. He's having so much fun. I love how Caroline said, mate, go and have your fun. But you're going to wake up and you're going to realise one day you're going to be alone. Yeah, you're not going to have anything. Yeah, you can have your fun, but it don't last forever. And that is so true. I'm really intrigued. Again, I thought this was a decent episode. There's lots of information around it being given out to us. And like I said, with the Enzo saying, Bonnie saying you could take the cure and Enzo possibly kill himself, I don't like it. That's just me. It's just, I don't like people possibly killing themselves to be with somebody else. And again, I feel like Enzo loves being a vampire, and that I'm just in the same situation. I really like Bonnie, and I really like Enzo, and I really like Elena, and I really like Damon and Stefan. But if it meant both of them lose being a vampire to be with them, I didn't want it. I didn't want it then. I don't want it now. I think I've been absolutely consistent the whole time. Don't want anyone to take it. Only a bit part character, and it was given to Catherine, which was perfect, because she was only, up until the point she took it, she was only in every random scenes here and there, so I had no problem with, and Silas as well, I had no problem, because it was like not a character that was in forever, just dabbled in, none of the main characters that we've actually seen be the full true self. So yeah, if it was me, I don't want Enzo to take it, but I'm interested to see. They're scared of transitioning Bonnie in case it kills Elena because of the loophole. You know, again, that is another interesting one. And yeah, I actually can't wait to find out what actually happens between all of them. Okay, and that's going to wrap up today's video. Thank you so much for clicking on my channel today. Hopefully, guys did enjoy the episode. So, we kind of got like a, what is it? Like a Mystic Falls, Mystic Falls, sorry, like dance again, but this time it was interesting, because it kind of like had everybody there. Is this the first time we've seen Bonnie and Enzo do a dance, or just Bonnie at one in general doing a dance? You know, she looked great. I was laughing, like, Enzo's got that big massive necklace, obviously with the blood in it, and he's obviously scared that she could possibly die. She was saying to him obviously later on, like, what is it with you? And he's like, you know, I'm on edge. It's not safe for you anymore. The guy's obviously hardcore caring for her, and then obviously that just segues into when he's like, oh, and you know, she give him the chance. Well, you know, I can't turn into a vampire because obviously it'll do something to Elena, it'll kill her, and it won't be fair. But you can detransition from being a vampire into being a human, so we live our life together, both live and die together. And you know, the interesting thing about that is, I'm going to counter it by saying he was scared that he couldn't protect Bonnie because it's dangerous in those situations. Now, if he turns to a human, he definitely can't protect Bonnie, he can't even protect himself, and he's still going to be in those situations unless they just down tools and just see you later and just disappear. So it would just make that relationship even more weak, but not in terms of weak as in like relationship strong, weak as in like just as in weak as in if anyone comes to threaten them, that's it, they haven't got anything, they got no muscle behind them. So that is, it's an interesting one for me to play out here. I 100% don't want Enzo to take it. To be honest, I want Bonnie to take the cure. I mean, to take the blood and transition over to being a vampire. And if Elena dies, collateral damage. You know, that's what I'm going to say. She's not been in it for 2 seasons, so if she's going to actually die at the end of season 8, fair play. You know, she's not been in it, so I don't really care. Bonnie's in it. I want to see her. Like I said, she's been every character. Let's go for it. Let's try it. Let's play it out. But Stefan, he's still in his crazy mode. He's still going round. He's still loving it. You know, he's even tried to kill all the people who was in the running for the Miss Mystic Falls in front of Caroline with no hesitation in the world. Didn't even care that she was there. You know, he's like, don't worry, I give him my blood. I'm going to kill them. They'll come back and then they'll be vampires and then they'll go out and they'll kill more people. And, you know, they become baddies, and that is what Cade wants. He wants the good people who turn bad and do crazy things. So that's what he sounded like he wanted to do, go around actually transitioning people into being vampires and then just letting them go on the absolute terror of killing people. Caroline also, what happened with that, she killed him. Obviously, he's gone down. Stefan actually did kill one of the girls, and then obviously she sent all the others home. Now, when he's obviously regained his life, she said, look, mate, I'll stand by you for this 1 year, but we've got to do it some sort of way, logically, strategically. Take out the bad guys, you know, the rapists, the killers, you know, they're the guys that we go after, not just any willy-nilly person, not these innocent girls that are part of Miss Mystic Falls, you know, the actual baddies. Stefan's like, sorry mate, that's not my deal. You know, I told him that I'll do it for a year, but realistically, it's my choice. I do whatever I want, mate. This is for, if I want it for 1 year, 2 year, 5, 10, 15, whatever, it's Stefan's choice. And right now I'm having too much fun. Caroline was like, well, here's your ring back, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be with Stefan Salvatore, not this guy. And you know, you can have all your fun that you want. You can have all the fun in the world, but you're just gonna be a lonely person. You're not. You got one day you'll wake up and realize that fun, doesn't last forever, and it's not gonna be what you want for the rest of your life. And she threw the ring at him, and he still got it. Luckily, he didn't throw it away though. He wasn't that savage. He kept it, put it in his pocket. I'm hoping that that's gonna be one of his things, that kind of like Damon's doing with the Elena necklace. When he's holding it, he's getting little glimpses of like his humanity or something, you know, flashbacks. He's saying that he can't remember Elena because Sybil's gone inside his head and absolutely destroyed all his memories and took them away, and she's just obviously infiltrated the deepest, darkest parts of his, you know, brain and tried to just eliminate all feelings that he has for everybody. Yet, like he was saying with Stefan, Elena, she's still there, no matter what, no matter how many times you want to take her away, she's still there fighting inside of everybody's head. You can never get rid of her. And I think that's a good thing. Obviously, Damon, he's still fighting. You know, he's using it as... he went outside, he ended up dancing with Sybil. She was trying to get inside his head again, telling him about this and that, and, you know, how, like, he should be sticking by her and he'll be better off with her. And he's like, yeah, you know what, you're right. The thing that you want, the beater, whatever it was called, it's upstairs, we can get it, you know. So they've gone up, he's like, here you go, this is it. She's like, you know, give it me. He's like, nah, mate, I was lying. You're literally like a person that I actually really, really dislike. You know, I don't want to be on your side. I'm fighting what you're doing to me. And although I can't remember how Elena made me feel, she's still in my head and I can remember everything. And she's a better person than you. And boom, mate, clocked her. Absolutely took her out, mate. And then Stefan's come up though, and he's killed Damon. Boom, you know, I'm going out on my own, brother. You know, I wanted to start a new sort of chapter of our life. I wanted to be together. I wanted to have a brother's moment. I wanted to go out and absolutely do the business for Cade. But you don't want to do that. Again, you're still holding on to Elena. You're going against her. Too much problems for me, mate. I just want to go and have fun. I want to kill people. I want to enjoy myself. And I'm on my merry way. Took it, went downstairs. He actually threw it to Caroline because they're obviously trying to get it as well, because they've got a little side pack going on with Celine, which was interesting because she actually gave a key bit of information that this bell can kill sirens. Okay, we established that. Now, obviously, if you get the bell, the ball, and the tuning fork, and you put them all together, when it rings, well, I'm assuming that's when it rings, it can kill them. But it has to be Matt's family that does it. Now, I thought he was called Matt Donovan. Well, he is definitely called Matt Donovan. But did they say his dad was from Whitmore? And I couldn't have been. They said a different surname anyway last episode. It threw me off because when they said they said it, my mind went to like Aaron and his family, and I was, no, Maxfield. That was it. It went to where's Maxfield, the teacher, Because last episode he was like, and yeah, the guy in the body, it was Maxwell and Matt's dad, and I was like, oh, and then Matt's dad walked in, I was like, oh, you know, I thought it was a Donovan, but maybe that was his mum, because she was called Kelly Donovan. He didn't take his dad's name. So it is interesting. So Matt's got to ring it. If he does, it can kill them. Now, obviously, Celine, she wants to, I'm assuming, get this weapon to take down Sybil, because she's effed her over, obviously, with Cade. So I wonder what she's going to do, mate. I wonder if she's going to help him assemble, like, Avengers, assemble. And then she's like, give me 5 minutes while I absolutely run out, mate. I want to run as far as I can. I don't want to be hearing that, because I'm going to be dying as well. But then Rick, and what happens with her? You know what, actually, I'm going to counter again. I love doing it on the spot. Witches, we've seen Joe, Elizabeth, Bonnie, all of them fall down to the bang of the noise. Now, if they hit this bell, see, again, I'm even going to get sidetracked again. I wonder if Bonnie gets a blood inside the system somehow, and then they ring this bell, and then everybody dies, and then Bonnie gets reborn, and then that's how they find out if Elena's alive. I just really think that body should die and come back alive as a vampire, and then we can see what's going on with Elena. Because if Elena dies, and she's dead anyway. You know, we're not going to see her. If she doesn't die, she can come back, and it's like, way, mate, we got the whole crew back. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think it's a risk to take, considering I know that there's only... What episode are we on? 9? I know there's only 7 more to go. And to me, it's a good risk. But... again, that is another one that I'm excited for. Definitely don't want Enzo to take the cure. I want him to stay a vampire. I want Bonnie to come on. If it means Elena dies, sadly, I'll take that. Elena's not been in it for 2 seasons now, so I'm not going to miss it for the final 7 episodes, am I? So that'll be a good route to go down as well. I want Jeremy to come back, actually. I would actually really like Jeremy to come back and do something to the sirens as well. Take Sybil down, something, back everybody up. He's a hunter. Let him go and kill the siren. Obviously, he's a vampire hunter, but maybe it works as well with that. We don't know. But get Jeremy back as well. Let's get all the family feels back in the show. And Damon's finally got his memories back at the end. He's obviously, like I said, attacked Sybil, tied her up. He's going to put her through like some misery. Some hell's going to try and infiltrate her head. She's countered it. Mate, I'm going to give you memories back. It's going to absolutely eat against you. You know, it's going to attack you from the inside, and you're going to be like literally devastated with the guilt that you're going to be filled with for the actions that you've taken while he's under my siren. Where I think only Tyler is the big one that he actually is going to care about. But again, you never know with these shows. You never know what's going to happen. They might show us loads of things that we've not even seen before. So, thanks for clicking my video. Hopefully, guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash the like on the button. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.